Alright. Okay. So I was actually debating between playing Xenogears or the latter for a while, but I've decided to play the latter. And I hope that everything is alright. I hope so. After that, let me go and... You know what? Let's just go straight to the game. And I will be using PNG again as usual since it's phone game. So yeah. Let's go. Oh, damn it. Hold on. Give me a moment. I totally forgot about this. Totally forgot about this. Let me connect my phone. Dang it. Give me one moment, and there you go. And voila! Why is there no audio? Alright then, let's just continue, shall we? Is there no music again? Morning dawn. Bright and clear. The following day. Hold on, let me reply someone. Let me reply someone first. And okay, let's wait. I have so many things. Okay then. There we go. Alright, morning dawns, bright and clear the following days. Although the air still feels muggy and I miss the chilly autumn weather, it's one of those rare weekends when I'm up even before my alarm rings. If it wasn't for Ash's call last night, I'd probably sleep in. Is there no music? Did I reset the game? I think I should reset the game. Hold on. Is there music now? Why is the audio so low? Oh, I think I know why. Is it because of that? Or is it because of this? I don't know. Oh, shit, that's loud. That's fine. No, let me restart the game just in case. Alright, let's continue. So we met Ashton, alright? His has a disheveled mess, eyes drowsy and overall looking like he hurried to get out of bed. Or fell out of it. Or both. He looks adorably rumbled this way. I'm not going to tell him that. It only bloat his unbearable ego.
Good morning, Ash.
Good morning. Is there really no sound? Tone it down.
Can you even drive?
I don't know, can you? I wonder why the sound is a bit low today. Never mind. He answers me with a slight raise of his hand, a yawn, and nothing more. He has never been particularly fond of morning, And for that, I am thankful to every god in the universe. Less mental capacity for him to make fun of me. Ha! That's the reason why morning are my favorite. Even though you always sleep in. It doesn't take long for us to reach our destination. Small cafe situated in Luxembourg's busiest street. The same one I'd often visit with Becca for its cheap food. I've never gone here on Sunday, and it's striking how different it appears without the usual weekdays and Saturday rush. The atmosphere especially reminds me of something we also have back home, near the university I used to attend. I wonder what happened to it. The uni should be still fine. It was being renovated before I left, so I never got to visit one last time. The place has always been a calming effect on me. But today, despite standing in a place similar to it, anxiety easily washes over me as soon as I step out of the car. I am used to dealing with people I've never met before, thanks to my work, but still, I don't know him. In spite of the fact both Ash and Becca have vouched for him, what will he think of me and my story? What if he thinks I'm crazy? Hell, even my own friend thought so. I drew in a breath to quell a panic beginning to rise in me. Oh well, only one way to find out. A few hesitant steps forward, and then Ashes suddenly pulling me back by my elbow.
Hold on, scaredy
Why
cat,
am I
not too
having
fast.
trouble reading here? Oh, that's so loud. That's so loud for my ear. Hold on, scaredy cat, not too fast. Without warning, he flicks my forehead hard.
That hurts. What was that for?
He's already walking away when I look up, and I hurry to catch up to him, puzzled. I don't really understand this guy. At least, explain why you're flicking... Hello. Okay. At least explain why you're flicking other people's forehead all of a sudden. So rude.
Get yourself together, will you? He's not going to bite. He's very accommodating too.
Oh, you think?
Scared of him or anything?
You don't look like it. Didn't sound like you were okay last night either.
Oh, Ash.
What was that last one? Hey, don't just ignore me.
All questions and retorts die on my mouth once he opened the door to the shop. A cast iron bell attached to it chimes softly, announcing our arrival. The smell of freshly brewed coffee welcomes us as soon as we step in. Like the usual, several tables and chairs has been set up for the patron. But most of the customers have forgone them in favor of the more comfortable throw pillows and beanbags the staff has laid on the floor. Oh, that seems comfy. Becca would love to know they have something like this on Sundays. She's even complaining how uncomfortable the library chairs are for a long time now. Ash leads me to a secluded spot near the window where an old man, probably in his 50s or 60s, is seated, enjoying the brew and a book.
Professor Clark.
It's just Andrew now. I'm no longer your professor, Detective Inspector Frey.
Whoa! Wait, Ash is actually a legit detective? Really? Dressed like that? Huh. The guy Andrew looked up from his book and gave him a smile. A sheepish look crosses Ash's face at the at the older man's admonishment. More unusual, in my opinion, is seeing him appear like a parent who has just scolded him. But it suggests a familiarity between them, one that goes beyond what someone expects from a simple student and mentor. With another warm smile, he gestures for us to take an empty seat opposite
Have
of
you been
him.
waiting long?
Quite some time. But I come here early on weekends. Best time to get their first serving of bear claws. They're the only place that serves it here.
Wow. Wow, really? They serve a bear claw? Wait, is it bear claw or bear paw? I believe it's a paw. I mean, unless they grind the bear claw into a coffee?
I took the liberty of ordering for you two. I hope you don't mind.
Or it's just the name is bear claw.
Of coffee.
Soon enough, a waiter brings us 2 more cups and sets down the basket of sushi.
Aren't you going to introduce the lady?
Yes, here's my wife. Or future wife.
Ah, right. Sorry. Isabella, this is Prof. Andrew. He's one of my professors back at the university.
Hello,
Andrew,
hello?
This is Isabella Santos.
Santos. Portuguese? Spanish? Brazilian? Mexican?
I mean, technically, she is of Spanish, or was it Portuguese?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Professor.
Ah, your name carries a lot of history, Miss Santos.
Indeed.
Just Andrew was fine. Don't do what Ashton's doing. He doesn't listen to this old man.
Ah, he doesn't listen to anyone more like. The awkward tension typically present in a first meeting dissipates after that. I was expecting someone strict, and to an extent, someone severe. But Professor Andrew Clark is definitely the opposite of what I have in mind. The more personable kind, similar to a grandfather who dotes on you at family gathering. It's obviously why Ash has taken a liking to him.
Ashton tells me there's something you wish to discuss that I could help with. Let's hear it then.
Yeah, there's a ghost. I give Ash a hesitant glance, but he just nods and gestures toward Andrew with his head. He's leaving this to me. It's my story to tell, after all. I keep it short and concise. I found a letter in this old mansion, and now I'm cursed. Exactly as I have told Ash and Zack when they asked about it. I don't mention the name of the place. No use saying it now that someone has legally owned it. No use dragging other people into my problem.
I'm sure it's that letter I found. But I don't know anymore. I just want to know how to escape this nightmare.
Yes,
Of course. We're talking about the one in Anslem Village, aren't we?
indeed.
How did you...
Don't look so surprised. There's only one place popular enough here if we're going to talk about hauntings.
Oh, of course,
I
of
recall you
course.
wrote about it and the urban legends surrounding the place. Years worth of study, but fascinating. It's a shame he passed away at such a young age. He would have done a much better job at explaining topics like
rather-
this one compared to me.
Rather than passed away at a young age, maybe he was also haunted, and that's why he died. Maybe.
You might disagree, but it's an interesting topic in sociology, if you care to have an open mind.
Studying the science and theory behind it is completely different from outright believing in it.
You don't believe in those stories, sir?
Now, this isn't a question of belief. All I'm saying is things like these speak a lot about a place's culture and history. And it's not just limited to ghosts. Monsters, gods, you name it. Even you, Miss Santos.
Oh,
What about me?
How you respond to these stories. It tells a lot about you and your upbringing. In the same way it tells me why our detective inspector here finds such topics absurd.
alright. Yeah, different culture, different things.
Interesting, isn't it?
My head started to spin from all of this. I'm not the smartest person around, but I understand what he's trying to get at. I think. Still too much It's still too much to take in at once. I look to Ash for help, but his eyebrows are drawn into a frown. He keeps staring at. If he keeps staring like that at his cup, I'm pretty sure it'll crack soon. Wow.
There's still something.
Ash has so strong eyes, strong gaze, such a strong gaze that he might crack the, what do you call it? Crack the glass, yeah. Let me see, let me just double check if anyone is, I like streaming. Nope, okay.
Didn't I tell you everything the other day?
Yeah, but you mentioned the rights. Then you proceeded to drop the topic right after. What's
Uh-huh.
with that?
They don't have anything to do with this.
Right.
Right.
Luke and Hannah, right?
Wow, Sir Andrew.
Yeah, they're
You
the
know a
ones
lot.
with this.
I'm not surprised. They're the kind who gets what they want when they set their eyes on it. From what I've heard, word gets around.
A heavy sigh escapes my lips. Popular or not, they're just my clients. Albeit a little pushy, but just clients. End of story. I wish he'd stop pestering me about them. Let's be understanding. What is it again that Becca does when dealing with a particularly difficult child? The pesky, annoying kind? I wish I could remember. I could certainly use the same trick right about now.
Ashton, look here. I know you're trying to help, but the deal's almost already closed.
Not almost, it is close. Isn't it? Isn't it? Am I wrong?
The papers are being prepared. Once it's done, it's over. I'm just their agent.
Yeah.
And when is that happening?
In a few weeks.
When what? Is
No,
there even
within a
purpose
week.
to this line of questioning?
Your working relationship with them. When's it going to end?
About a week from now? It depends on how long the papers will take, but they want us to rush it.
Really? You're absolutely sure about that?
Of
Yes,
course.
Unless they want to buy a house again and want me and Rose to be their agent. If yes, then I don't see a problem with it. Now stop annoying me about it.
Don't accept it.
What?
Except what?
It's my
Oh god, even my younger siblings aren't this difficult to deal with. Then again, Ashes is far from a younger sibling to me. If he'd only spell it out, surely I'd understand. We wouldn't even have to talk about it right now. That's how it is, right? Find an even ground, talk about it like the adults we are. It wasn't like this before, but somewhere along the way, something has changed in us, as people, as friends. I wish there was a way I could tell when or why. Instead, I'm left searching blindly for reasons. The next thing we know, we'll be drifting further and further apart. How frustrating.
Now, kids, settle down. We're not going to solve anything by shouting.
Sorry, Sir Andrew.
And we're not going to solve anything either if you keep omitting things.
Speak for yourself. I'm not the only one doing it.
Oh?
You'll have to forgive my former student, Miss Santos. He's always been the curious kind. Many people think he's lazy, but it's actually the opposite.
Eh?
I see that hasn't changed.
Oh, really? How is he back when he was your student?
Naughty?
I'm sorry, I need to ask. He doesn't talk much about that.
And there's a reason why. Please don't.
Yeah, oh, now I'm curious.
Tried to sleep on the first day of class.
Well, it's not that bad.
Didn't repeat it after what I made him do when I caught him. Students like him are the easiest to deal with, once you know what piques their interest. I'd have to say, he's one of the very few who's actually interested in the subject, though. But there was this one time when...
By the end of the conversation, Ash looks like he's praying for the ground to swallow him. He's never been one to talk about himself. What I know about him are mostly bits and pieces I've gleaned over the years. He's an atrocious singer like me. He's bad at art like me, and has a personal vendetta against mourning like me. Ash is me. Now? No, it feels he isn't that hard to figure out after all. It's past noon when Andrew has to leave us for another meeting. But before we separate...
Miss Santos, a word of advice. Just keep in mind that when it comes to cases such as this, they aren't always what they seem.
Uh-huh. Naturally, the mention and the letter was brought up several times during our talk. And though Ashes is right, in that Andrew offers the different perspective, he has left me with more questions than answers instead. What is she? What does she want from me? Is she ever going to leave? They all continue to bug me after we left the coffee shop. I don't even notice when Ash takes a different route on our way back.
Where are we going? You can drop me off at the park.
Guess. You have 3 chances.
I'm serious, Ash. Where are we going?
We are going on a date. He doesn't answer, but shortly, he stops his car in front of a small, nondescript food stall, a little ways away from the movie house. If I wasn't paying a closer attention, I would have missed it without a doubt. He motions for me to wait as he gets off the car and walks in its direction. Please, if you want to buy something, just say it. No need to make yourself look mysterious. It makes you more like a dog. It makes you look more like a dog than cool. The wait isn't long, however. Soon, he's walking back, holding 2 fish-shaped cones in both hands. Ice cream, buffet, a cross of the 2. By the time he's back inside the car, I've given up any effort of figuring out what he bought. Not that it looks bad. It looks actually quite cute.
Take it.
Is it a taiyaki? I have to move my head a little when he throws it at me to avoid the ice cream and the fruit topping. Okay, that's...
What's this for?
Oh, I've never seen that before.
My arm's getting tired. 5, 4,
3, 2. A wary glance as I took it off his hand. I still don't understand why there's a need for ice cream today. Nevertheless, I take a small bite. Really good. It might have shown in my face because he chuckles as soon as he takes another one.
Saw the place open.
Oh, I take another one.
Watch Zach's movie. Thought I should give it a try. It doesn't seem like a bad place to get food from time to time.
And you're giving me free ice cream because...
Just because.
Are you really going to ask me that?
Here's the thing with Ashton Frey. He does not just treat anyone to free food because he feels like it. He's that much of a Scrooge. Hell, he even asked me to teach him how to haggle once. I mean, haggling is a skill that everyone needs. Haggle! Of all the people who'd ask me that. I have expected such a request from Becca, but Ash? Not at all. If I'm going to be honest, he looks a bit constipated with that expression on his face right now. I think he's starting to regret ever buying this.
The other day? The movie with Zach and Rebecca? Rebecca's there, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Anyway, during the movie, we, that's to say, we...
Oh, he's shy, he's so cute.
Shit. Should have written down something first.
Oh, really?
Get to the point, Ashton.
Right. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry for, not getting to the point. I'm sorry for the other day. I got carried away. I said things that upset you. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought he was going to confess. I was a bit disappointed in that.
Oh, okay.
Okay? That's all? That's all you're going to say? You're not still angry, are you?
You didn't have to buy me anything. A simple sorry would have been enough.
I bite into the cone again, and a small attempt to keep myself occupied and relieve the heat that's crawling up my face. It doesn't work, but at least I don't have to look at him. Why am I feeling embarrassed over an apology? I have no idea. Not like it wasn't called for. They were being mean, especially him, and in that fraction of a second, it hits me. He skipped his day off just for today. I should be the one apologizing and thanking him. Silence is an awkward company while we finish our respective snacks. There are words for this, for people like us, for understandings and sentiments like this. Yet, in this instant, they won't come. As promised, he drops me off at the park right after. Phrases unstated. How am I supposed to read this? As promised, he drops me off at the park right after. Phrases unsaid, still hanging heavily in the air. In this weather, the city park gives off a lazier and more languid vibe than usual. Where children are usually seen running around and playing, there are now people lying, leaning back on their picnic blankets, simply enjoying the afternoon sun. The smell of food drifts from nearby cars. And if the winds blow in the right direction, one would catch a whiff of freshly trimmed grass. I thought it was a food. Okay then. Maybe I should try walking home today to get my mind off things. To try and find the words somehow. I haven't done that in a while.
Thanks, Ash, for today.
No problem. Say hi to Rebecca for me.
Yeah, I will.
Even though I linger, we both do. A mild, humid breeze brings the smell of dried leaves, warm earth, and far-off distant memory. A false start and awkward first meeting. Let's try and see what's wrong with it. Maybe like this. Same place, same people, playing in the same park. Funny how all of these days my brain chooses to remember it now.
Wait, Belle.
Ash exits his car. His strides are unsteady when he approaches me. Or maybe this is his uncertainty showing. I'm not quite sure. He has never looked uncertain to me before. Always calm, always sure, always collected. He stops a short distance from me, close enough that he's within an arm's reach, but just far enough for his voice to be heard over a distant small talk. If this is what it's going to be. He fumbles for something in his pocket.
Here, catch.
Let me guess, a good luck charm. Oh yes. And what's written there? I have no idea. A small bag lands cleanly on my outstretched hand before it hits the ground. I raise an eyebrow at him, and he responds by shrugging and stuffing both his hands back in his pocket. Somewhere to the side, he finds an interesting spot to look at. To be honest, I feel, I'm questioning where this game is set on because everything looks English Western, but why did Ash give her Eastern charm. Sometimes, you have to wait, Papa said long ago. For once, this time, I listen. His voice is halting, hesitant, when he finds it again.
My mom used to make me carry around one of those when I was young.
Ah, I see.
Bring you luck, she said.
I see.
I don't believe in this stuff now, but if it makes you feel safe since you're a total scaredy cat, then I guess it's okay to give you one to carry around.
Perhaps at the moment there aren't any words for it. I've never been good with those. But right now, I could thank him the best way I know now. It's confusing me a little too. I thought it was England, but the MC and Ash's accent, it's not England. You're not bad at all. I closed the short distance separating us. And lightly, am I actually trying to collect husband in this game too, even though it's a horror game? And lightly, in place of phrases one couldn't spin together or answers too early to seek out, I lean over. Well. What do I want to say again? I forgot. Well, basically, I'm satisfied now. I give him a little pat on the cheek. The touch is short, fleeting. The kind that speaks volume of boundaries we don't often cross as friends. Definitely your type of game. Yes. Nevertheless, the thought is there. It lingers. In the gentle autumn winds that passes, in the empty space separating us when I step back and look up at him with a smile. It's easy to express gratefulness this way, isn't it? At least, with my... What? Alright, did Ash just got family zoned? For the two of us, okay, I'm not quite sure. Alright then. Did he understand? After all, gratitude is considerably harder to put into words when you spend the latter half of your friendship teetering between good-natured jest and ruffling each other's feathers. Seconds pass before he clears his throat. His face has gone remarkably red. Whether from the heat or something else, I can't quite tell. But he understands. I know he does. Because the smile on him when he finally meets my eye is the gentlest I've seen him show.
I, gotta go. Got some reports I forgot to file the other day.
Ah.
See you around. Thanks for the ice cream and the charm.
Damn, it's so sweet that I can feel my teeth hurting.
I won't. I might move like I have 2 left feet, but I know how to take care of my own stuff. I'm not a total klutz.
I know. In Belle, remember that one time? Devlin Court?
No. I have no idea. Oh, I do, with all the clarity in the world.
You... At the time, when we... What I'm trying to say is that you can rely on me if something, anything happens. Not the exact same thing, of course, but you get the idea. I'll be around.
I'll keep that in mind. You're not that bad after all.
Before leaving, he waves at me one last time. The next time we talk, we'll be back to the way we are. Because at the end of the day, that's how things have always moved between us. What we're familiar with, what we're comfortable with. But for all that, it's always easy to put my own faith in him. I just hope I can keep them safe. Keep him safe. The light winds blows again. sending dried leaves swirling in the distinct smell of earth into the air. For the first time, the sunlight feels less harsh. Maybe a walk is good. I need to visit the grocery too. Come to think of it, wasn't there an art store that opened recently near the park? Oh, the cat's name is... That is so sudden. The cat's name is Beruthiel. Or at least, that's what his collar says. It's an odd name to give a cat in my opinion. But it speaks grace, much like the one that carries it. It shows in a way he swishes his tail and his eyes follows my hands every movement. I'm not sure what he finds fascinating in me, to be honest. It wasn't the picture of grace when he found me after all. It was a bad idea, carrying 2 heavy bags of a newly bought art materials and groceries without helping or a sure ride home. In hindsight, perhaps I shouldn't have bought all of these at the same time. I didn't even make it past the park. And now, I'm suffering underneath the glaring afternoon sun, hunching up on a park bench and drenched in sweat, in the company of a cat, furiously watching my every movement. I hope it stays where it is. It's just a black cat, but back home, the black cat is not a bad omen. What on earth? Black cat is considered a lucky cat.
Don't look at me like that. I can act graceful as well if I want to.
Not that I've never acted graceful in my life, of course. Growing up with rowdy younger brothers and sisters does that. No, actually, isn't black cat considered a lucky cat in most Asian countries? Or maybe it's the opposite. Mama used to call me when with a little trouble maker before. Well, graceful or not, there's no use moping. A short breather and then I'm off to home. Besides, it isn't like the company's bad, even if it's a cat, as long as it doesn't bite or crosses my path.
Where's your owner anyway?
In some Western cultures, it's bad luck. Witches or something. Cowards. They're a coward. A bandage is wrapped on its paw though. I wonder what happened to it. Did he run away?
Well, if you don't have one, I won't be able to take you in. My apartment doesn't allow pets.
I mean, lady, he has a collar with a name. That means it's not a stray. You shouldn't
I tried
bring
to bring one home before. A cat. Not black, of course. And Rebecca threw a fit before the landlady could.
I take a small packet of sweets from one of the bags beside me and pop it open. As I'm about to put it in my mouth, he meows. My hand stops.
Do you want one?
No, do not give a cat sweets. He doesn't meow again as I'm expecting him to, but I take his unblinking gaze as a yes. I shift the piece to my palm and hold it out for him. If once, twice before. There you go. There's the owner. Oh, it's the hot mama. The hot lady. Like a good, properly trained pet, Beruthiel responds as soon as he's called. Recognition comes as soon as my head snaps in the direction of the voice. Miss McCullough. I think that was how her name pronounced. Hard to miss. What with her height.
I'm sorry. Did my cat hurt you?
No, he was sweet.
Miss Santos, was it? I'm surprised to see you here.
Nice to meet you again, Miss Makala.
I seriously like this woman.
Were you harmed in any way?
Definitely my type. Were you harmed in any way, no?
Sorry. Veruthiel's not exactly fond of other people. Even run away from the veterinarian right now.
Oh.
Oh no, he was just sniffing my hand earlier.
Really throaty name. Doesn't need to worry about its pronunciation.
My Veruthiel's a she.
Well then. She? All this time I thought the pause in conversation, if this can be called one, is uncomfortable. I mean, it's just a cat. My cat's a he, but he doesn't have a ball. We're merely two people working different jobs for the same client. Frankly, meeting like this don't happen a lot, but if it does, a simple nodding of head is enough. Still, trying to be friendly wouldn't hurt, right? Yeah. I keep my tone cordial and warm.
I'm actually surprised you have a cat, Miss Makala.
And why exactly is that? There are a lot of people who have pets.
Man, what is her accent?
Yeah, but not a black one. I'm amazed you're taking care of one.
What's wrong with Black Cat, Isabella?
I don't understand what you're trying to get at. Is there a problem with my cat?
No,
You know,
not at all.
they say, Scottish. Scottish, I see. I mean, what was I trying to say again? Yes, a black cat brings luck and push away all the bad luck.
Just in other cultures, aren't they a sign of bad luck?
No, probably only the Western culture. Back at home it is, my grandmother used to tell me stories about it, and Irish, maybe, I don't know, it's all the same. Oh, Irish. I actually like Irish accent very much. When I watch wrestling, I like that girl, the Irish girl, I forgot her name. Becky Lynch, yeah, that's the one. I like her voice very much. Back at home it is, my grandmother used to tell me stories about it, and
Nothing has happened to me so far.
yep, displeasure is evident in her face. Oh, did I choose the wrong one? Of course. I've forgotten that for other people, black cats are an omen of good luck. Yes. There you go again, running your mouth off, Isabella. I rack my brain for a way to remedy the situation, but she holds out a hand.
This is a good place to stop and end this conversation, don't you think so?
Ah, dang it. I should have chosen to talk about the cat then.
Yes. Good to see you again, Santos.
A complete dismissal if I ever heard one. Damn. The power of reloading? But I did not save, that's the problem. Wait. Warning, this feature shows the outline of your current chapter and has content that others might deem spoiler. Do you want to proceed? Wait, before that let me save. And then, okay, let's see this branching tree. Where am I now? Am I actually very far? What is this? Talk about her cat. Question, can I not go? Really? Really? Alright then. Let's check. Marianne. Hello? Oh, look at how low she is. Alright then. I wonder what those lines are. Is that... Let me double check first. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Holy crap, there's a lot of fruit there. Where is this? I know you're trying to help, alright? You're not bad after all, alright? You know what? Let's just... turning points for the relationships? Probably. Let me just load that. And then we'll skip. Blah 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 blah. They meet Sir Andrew. I think I chose this. Let's go again. And then we got to the park. And then there's this kissing scene. Well, not really a kissing, more like a pecking scene. Okay, let's talk about her job.
I'm just curious about your work.
Actually, Isabella, do you swing both ways? Because I also want to grab her into my harem.
What about it?
There is something unguarded in her expression at the mention of work, but I push through with my question.
I just want to know how it is to work on a house like the Ermengarde mansion. Is it hard?
I guess she wasn't expecting a question like that. If the way her eyebrow shot up tells me something.
Because of its age? I wouldn't say it is. It is a challenge considering the factors me and my team have sought out.
Oh, looks like she's happy now.
It's
Nice.
a good project. A breath of fresh air from what I usually work on. And I have a good team. Those original fittings, though. It might be old, but the architecture is magnificent.
I like how she
Sure you've seen
sounds.
the stained glass windows in the foyer? Oh, I can already think of so many things I could do with it. But of course, my team will have to double check for necessary repairs here and there. That's probably for the best. It's easy to break some key elements with a rush restoration job, and who knows what other hidden issues there might be underneath. People can be so careless.
Careless. Yep, that's true. That's true.
I'm sorry, I spoke too much.
Ah, so she likes her job. As long as she's not married to her job, it's fine.
No, it's okay. You seem to really love what you're doing.
It's not really like that. I'm just lucky to have found work in an interesting field. Anyway, Bruthiel's due for her visit to the vet. Nice talking to you, Miss Santos.
No
I wish you luck
problem.
with what you're planning to work on. It seems like a big project too.
She gestures with her hat toward the bag. The one's filled with stuff I've recently bought from the art store.
It's a project for a friend, actually.
Oh,
All the same, good luck.
I watch her as she leaves, though she stops shortly before crossing the threshold separating the park and the street. She faces me again, looking like there's something she has forgotten to
By the
say.
way, about the Ermengarde mansion. With my clients, it's the rights, I mean.
Uh-huh.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has the deal been finalized?
Yes, they signed the contract and sold their soul to the devil.
There's still a few papers they need, but the house is more or less theirs now.
Ah, thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Wait,
Yeah,
about the mansion.
hello, Fanta. Hello. Good evening. How are you doing? The letter, the same one they saw. Whoever she is, she's asking for help. Someone. I want to tell Miss McCullough that the urban legends aren't just legends anymore. They're real. She's not going to believe me.
Don't mind me. I need to go too.
Ahoy, aye!
Have a good day, Miss McCullough.
I hasten to pick all the bags I've left on the bench and run as far as my legs can take me. Good here, just had a shower, now preparing to tomorrow work. Shouldn't it be preparing to sleep? Home. I want to go home. Anywhere where I won't be reminded of the house. Her. My own cowardice. My room is messy, but not as messy as this. The food tastes less appetizing tonight. A pity. One would think sleep is the last step. But, what do I want to say again? Yeah, sleep should be the last step. And then waking up and then have to deal with all the weekdays again before finally having one day off. Life. I would like to think that someone who had been on a continuous binge of instant noodle would find a home-cooked meal enjoyable. But it isn't. Hunger isn't what is gnawing at me at night. Neither are my sore muscles. The TV runs loudly in the background, but what it says barely registers in my brain. That's an old TV. I just noticed that. That's a very old TV. It's hard when the things you are trying to forget keeps returning to the forefront of your mind. It distracts you, eats at you, devours you. I wish this would stop. I wish I wasn't the one who picked it up. I wish it was somebody else.
In other local news, a woman was found dead in her home yesterday evening.
Oh?
Luxbourne police officials are currently investigating the crime scene, but has classified the case as homicide.
Oh, well then. Huh?
The victim, identified as Rose
Wait.
Cooper, 33 years old, working as a real estate agent.
Her friend died. Her friend died? Rose?
Discovered lying in a pool of blood in her two-bedroom flat with the words "Help me" repeatedly written on the walls.
Rose, why did you die? No. No. This isn't what I want. This isn't supposed to happen. None of this is supposed to happen. No one's supposed to die. These are stories, right? Legend. That's what everyone has kept telling me. So why? And immediately I rushed to my study table in search of my phone. My hand, cold from dread, clings tightly to it as soon as I touch its edge. A piece of folded paper, the letter lying unassumingly beside it, slips to the floor when I pick up the device. I paid no mind. There are more important things. Right now, I need to call her. I was with her. I was just with her not too long ago and she was okay. No, that's a lot of no. It isn't Rose, I'm sure of it. I just talked to her and a sob escapes me and hot tears begin to blur my vision. One after another, they trickle down, weighted by the very same guilt I refuse to admit I've been carrying from the start. The same one I've been hiding from. The same one that has put the people I care about in danger. My hand shakes as I navigate to Rose's number on my contact list. She'll answer, right? That's what she always does. She'll pick it up, tell me to turn down the waterwork, and call me a wuss afterwards.
She'll answer. Please answer, Rose.
Come on. Again and again, I dial, whispering, praying. Actually, if that thing is the one that died is her, and it's considered as homicide, her phone should be right by the police for investigation. Wouldn't it be answered by now? Pleading.
Come on, Rose. Don't do this to me. Please pick up. I know you're there, Rose. You're not dead. Please tell me you're not.
This adds to the series of deaths and disappearances that has plagued Luxbourne in the recent years.
Oh.
The authorities are currently looking at a possible link with the notorious Anselm Butcher case.
Wait, what? There's a butcher case? The TV runs loudly in the background. A deafening static sound from my phone speaker. But in my ears, I can only hear the screams, her pleas, her whispers. Help me. We are not safe. October 24th, Monday. A buzzing sensation jolts me awake. My body still wants to sleep, to forget what I heard, what I saw last night. But it's there, nudging, prodding at me. Slowly, I became aware of how awkward my position is, and the aches that accompany sleeping in a curled-up position the night before. If I even slept at all. The memories are impossible to forget now that Rose is gone. They say it's easier when you say it out loud. Instead, the word weigh heavier on me each time. She's gone. Gone because of me. Gone because of one letter I was too curious to look at. I should have been more careful. I should have kept my mouth shut. I should have destroyed it before anyone else had gotten involved. I should have... The notification lights on my laptop blinks incessantly, mockingly, when I look at it, as if it's calling me back to a sense of normalcy. Sibuk. I finished my class early and I finished the exercise early, so I have time now. I check it, nevertheless, out of habit, more than anything. Okay, to all BRC employees, in light of the recent events, there will be an all-staff emergency meeting from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Attendance is a must. Company changes, new hierarchy, and policies will be discussed during this meeting. Everyone is expected to bring a copy of their own attendance log and sales report for the last 6 months to be submitted to your respective managers for review. We are expecting everyone's cooperation. Thank you. Joanne Ellis Schulz, BRC HR Manager. KS Sistem kebut semalam. I'm not sure I understand that. If this were one of those typical days, I'd happily comply and get myself to our office. If you're asking about my class, it's actually a language class, a Chinese language class. Today, my limbs just feel heavy. On one hand, going to keep me busy, take my mind elsewhere. On the other hand, the place in itself is a stark reminder of what my own fear have cost me. I should just let me save. I've learned my lesson. You know what? Let's just go to work. Moping won't get me anywhere. This is just like one of those things, isn't it? Alright. You deal with it with a smile, no matter how bad things get, and hope for the best. Although my whole body feels like lead, and my limbs sore, I push myself away from the chair and head over to the shower. The letter I dropped on the floor last night flutters open as I pass by, unfolding for no one else but me to see. Every word written on it glares back at me. They sneer, they ridicule, like living beings fully aware of what they've done. With a huff, I pick it up and shove it into my bag, perhaps with more anger and frustration than I'm used to showing. This too, I'll deal with it. Somehow I'll find a way to make things right. I have to, before it takes more people away from me. Even if I must do it on my own. Papers rustling, telephones ringing, feet shuffling. Overall, today looks like a typical working day at Brio Realty Corporation, except it isn't. The air is thick with tension and unspoken question. No doubt, everyone present has already heard about Rose. If they missed last night's report, they'd likely see it in the morning news, in the papers, or on various news sites on the internet. Everywhere is a bitter reminder. In fact, everyone's giving me a wide berth. as though the mere mention of Rose would be enough to trigger something in me. It's appreciated, but it only serves to create a bigger hole in the place Rose has left. After lunch, my boss calls for a meeting. I don't have to look up from my work to know what it's about. He's in a strange, pensive mood today, probably out of respect of a dead colleague. Oddly, I'd appreciate it more if he just shouted at me today. Anything is better.
I'm sure you've all heard of what happened to Miss Cooper. She was a valued member of our team and she will be missed. There's no date for a funeral yet, but those who wish to attend, kindly speak with your respective supervisors. By the way, has anyone heard about our still AWOL staff?
They are probably dead too.
None? HR, you know what to do. Santos, a word? In my office?
At the end of it, I've been given the entirety of Rose's workload, including finalizing the rights paper, and have been promised an ample compensation for my effort. I think he's expecting me to be happy about it. Instead, I immerse myself in my work. I have to. Anyway, if I want to forget. Time flies when you do, and by the time I give notice, already late. Everyone's already gone, leaving me in the company of a radio and a member of our janitorial staff. I don't even know his name. Rose likely does. He remembers people easily like that.
The Luxbon Police Department continues its search for the following reported missing people.
The radio blares one name after another. Hold on a second. Missing? Aren't they? Still, I have to check. Frantic, I turn back to my desktop. The loud tapping of my fingers against the key fills the office for a better part of my shift as I look through everything. The background about the place is history from the current owners and the list of employees hired under BRC. And I'm right. Of course I am. BRC may have a lot of staff. They may have a lot of agents hired, but I remember those names anyway. After all, they're also part of the crew who worked with us in preparing the mansion for the open house. Then, the letters? No, that can't be. I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
Rose is...
You know what? It's night, right? It's night in her office, right? I have a bad feeling about this. Let me save, because I'm scared. I am scared. Something snaps into place in a fraction of a moment. These people. Rose. The letter.
Me too. No, if it's like this, they still won't believe me. I have to make sure of it first.
Evidence doesn't lie. That's what Ash often says, right? If I have proof, maybe. I'm scared. I don't want to get my hopes up yet, but maybe there's still a way I can save them. The letter, my phone, papers, anything that will be useful. I grab all of them and stuff them into my bag. I can't stay here. There's something I need to do. There's something those people should. What is that sound? What the heck is that sound? The puff. Noise cuts sharply through this room, stopping my hand short of cramming a pen into my bag.
Hello? Anyone there?
Shit, girl, don't call out, you stupid woman. Someone must have left their printer open again. I may be in a hurry, but if I don't turn it off, another person is certainly going to have a fit tomorrow over wasted company resources. Most of the time, it's Rose who does the nagging, but the clicking of my pen in my hands is a welcoming distraction as I search for said object. Each stride of my feet also echoes throughout the empty workplace. I've lost sight of the janitor minutes ago. And with me being the only one left, the tapping of my feet against the wooden floor is something I soon learn to appreciate. It doesn't take me long to find it. By the time I turned it off, 5 pages were already strewn on the ground. The paper tray having also been left ajar. Let me guess. It's just a printed help me. Sighing, I pick each of it up to put someplace proper. But the page that greets me makes my blood run cold. Yep. The chills that make its way up my spine is as numbing as that day in the attic. The sheets crinkle under my tense grip. All I can hear is my breathing as it rasps through my gritted teeth. Actually, the ghost is quite modern. They know how to use the printer. Man, I'm scared. I am so scared. But before I can even gather myself, take the first step out of here. A total darkness suddenly enveloped. Oh, you bitch. You bitch. I rarely curse, and this game alone already made me curse a lot. I hate you, ghost. And as if hearing every horrid thought running inside my head right now, something snaps. Soft creak. A soft creak grating through the thin veil of stillness that has descended in the room. Avoid curse? As a screamer? I could try. Damn it. Every muscle, every bone in my body goes rigid at the sound. Familiar. So familiar now. Why does that sound so closer in my ear? Yet my own treacherous curiosity still presses me to take a careful peek over the cubicle's wall. It's her, standing in the only exit of the office, albeit facing away from me. Are you sure that's facing away from you? What if that is facing towards you? It's just that the hair is covering her face. I won't pee. It's fine. I'm scared, but I'm not that scared, probably. She doesn't even need to turn around for me to know. It's the same misshapen face, tattered clothes, and unsightly gait. The same person in the attic. I take a step back. The pen I'm holding slips from my hands and... Screw you, woman, screw you! Your entire head turns. You just made me jump, woman! What are you doing? You just knocked the door and you made me jump. It's literally the ghost face. Close the door. Her entire head turns. A scream almost escapes my mouth, and I duck under the table as quickly as I can. Yes? You want to cook for me? Thank you. Yeah, cook for me with eggs. Thank you. Fine, bring the other half here with water. Thank you. Yes, with glass also. Thank you. Huh? A glass and a water. A scream almost escapes my mouth, and I duck under my table as quickly as I can. My heart is pounding hard against my chest. I can hear the bone-chilling sounds of her walk. The weird clicking noise that follows her, and a telltale squelch of something wet as she walks toward me. Nearer and nearer. Sounds are slowly getting louder. And the only thing that keeping the whimper from escaping and the only thing that's slowly getting what? The sounds are getting... I think I'm too scared to read this properly. The sounds are slowly getting louder. The only thing keeping the whimper from escaping me is my hand. It covers my mouth. Someone, please save me. Anyone. I close my eyes, muttering continuous stream of prayers, all while attempting to steady my own breathing. Please, please, don't let her hear me. What? Okay. Okay. Alright. The seconds, minutes stretch out before me agonizingly. Is she gone? Slowly, I open my eyes, take a peek. Okay, shit! This freaking woman. If you die, just die. Why do you have to go back to hound people? I don't dare to move or make a noise. In the face of such terror, I can only beg. Let out a silent please to whoever is out there. Please, please, don't let her notice. I want to leave. Oh! Oh! Is that the last part of chapter 1? Actually, now I'm curious. I'm really curious. What happened if I fail that mini game? What happened? I've been streaming. Okay. Just for the heck of it, before I end the stream tonight, let's fail that mini game, shall we? Just for fun. Unknown error occurred. Please try again. Wow. Henna. Alright, let me save this. Right? And then load Isabel. And then we shall fail that mini game. Alright then, let's see. Let's see what will happen.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Oh, this is why you fail. This is why you die, Isabel. This is why you die. You prayed. You prayed out loud. You should have prayed inside your heart, not out loud, you stupid idiot. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, and thy will be done as earth. Huh? And thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Is this like Catholic prayer or something? Give us this day daily bread. Forgive us for our trespasses. Trespasses on what? Trespasses on what?
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Well, that prayer just deliver you to evil. Christian prayer. Oh, I see. When the last line of my prayers have left me, all that remains is a hush. None of her footsteps, nor those chilling sounds she makes. Only silence. Is it safe? Another second passes, and when nothing comes... What? Wait, is she mimicking the prayer? Bish! She's literally sat there beside us, hands together in a prayer, mimicking the damn prayer. Wow, what a religious ghost. Alright, alright. I think that's it for tonight. Gotcha. Yeah, I believe that's it for tonight. We shall play a different game of... No, I don't think I have enough time. Yeah, that's the problem. I noticed this when I was playing Phasmophobia. I was scared as heck, but I don't scream. I somehow do not scream. Surprising, huh? Very surprising. I think Brother Chain can vouch for that. I panicked but don't scream. Very, very weird somehow. Sounds like a challenge. Yeah, I barely scream. I mean, I do yell, but I don't scream. Yeah. I mean, I also noticed this when I was riding. Not really riding, more like I once got paid. Yes, I got paid to enter. There's a school festival, right? And one of the class do a ghost house thingy, a horror house thingy. So, I'm very, very scared. But my friend literally just paid me to go in. She gave me 100 to go in. Of course, I went in. I did not scream, but I sort of pity the guy who plays as the ghost because I accidentally hit them. So yeah. Anyway, yep. We need to level up the horror stream. Yes, we do. We are going to play. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, what was the game again? I forgot the name. Pacify? Yeah, Pacify. We should play Pacify when. Let's see. I want to. If tomorrow night is good for you, then we can play. No. I don't think I can play tomorrow night. Maybe next Saturday or next Friday. Probably next Saturday because wait, you have a day off. Okay then. We will see. I'll text you when is a good time to play that game. Yeah. Anyway. Let's find someone to raid. Lady. It is raid time. And there's no one that is interesting. Not really. I mean, there's just chatting, there's music, Apex, just chatting, Sims 4. Alright, let's find someone rando. Back to Twitch. By the way, is the mic good? I'm still worried about the sound because I just got an audio interface and I'm still not sure. I mean, I did test everything, but apparently when I test and when I play, my tone are very different. Last time I tested it was fine, but when I replay it, it was really, really Mic sounds pretty much the same for me. Good. At least this time I did not crank up any of the gain on OBS. Let's find someone to raid. If you guys have any recommendation, I'll take it. Sounds a bit brighter / clearer on my side. Huh? Brighter and clearer. That's good. Let's see. Apex, just chatting, Monster Hunter Rise, just chatting. Why is there a lot of just chatting on my recommendation? I'm pretty sure I've never went to any just chatting stream before. Did I? Neo. Oh, Neo. You know what? Let's watch Neo. This is one of the game that I cannot play because I'm too scared about it. Oops. Let me mute that first. Alright, let's raid. The control paste. Okay. There you go. Alright, I will see you guys. Not Naya, it's Neo. I'm planning to play Naya soonish, but I have to play Drakengard 3 first, but yeah. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow with another stream. Probably not this one, or maybe this one, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye, L.